What is up, guys? It is Michael, better known as Consuela, and I'm here on episode number 3 of my Let's Play adventure series on my single player world that we got going on. So, what I wanted to do today is take a quick gander down there. Unfortunately, I was not able to mine any of the shafts out because I've been doing a lot of college shopping and I've been working these past couple of days, so I'm just kind of busy. But nonetheless, oh, nighttime. We have stuff to do. Okay. I think what we should do is actually chop down more wood and finish this bad boy. Alright, so I'm going to grab more tools and yeah, here, let's actually just make this real quick. Yeah, I'm probably just good with that. Alrighty. I'm going to go that way just so I have a scenic area over there. Oof. Let's see what my frames. Okay. So the computer that I got for college was a MacBook Pro, 8 gigabytes of RAM. That's pretty good. 256 gigabytes of storage. That's not so good. And then it's a 13.3 inch screen with 1600 megahertz, gigahertz, whatever that's called. So yeah, it's pretty good computer for college. If I was just getting just like another computer in general, I'd probably get a PC desktop just so it can have the processing power to do other things. Ooh, I'm actually. So what I'm going to do is start like chopping down this wood, but this is actually something really good to note that this really nice wood is right behind us. Dark oak wood. Love it. Alright, I'm going to pick up these mushrooms because I can't find them anywhere. Alright, make some mushroom stew out of it. And why is there no other animal besides sheep? Alright, whatever. So, Europe adventure. After Paris, we boarded another tube slash really fast bullet train that took us all the way up to Amsterdam. And it kind of sucks because basically throughout the trip, all the girls would just like leave their luggage out, and then the guys are responsible for putting it like on the buses that we've been going on, and on the trains that we've been going on. And so basically everyone like left their luggage outside, and then they like loaded it in, all the guys, and then they actually had to move all our luggage, and a bunch of the guys were already sitting. They're like, fuck that, excuse my language, we're not going to move it. So there's basically like 5 people moving 50 cases of luggage, which absolutely sucked before the train ride, excuse me. But then on the train, it was kind of easy going. I mean, after that first initial flight, that 13-hour flight into London, really any duration of time really didn't affect me, which was kind of a plus side. So now if I ever fly anywhere in the United States, I'm really not going to care because I'm just so tolerant to it. But we land in Amsterdam, and how I describe Amsterdam is in the center you have the train station, and then kind of like earrings with like loops. There's like an inner loop and then like 5 other outer loops, and the outer loops are just like rivers. So we're probably like 5-minute walk from like Amsterdam Square. And for those of you who don't know, Amsterdam is the drug capital of the world. Woohoo! on the tour, or on the tour, I guess, I totally lost for words right now, that I was on, like one thing that they're huge on is you can't do any drugs, like at all, or else they'll send you home and you basically lost a crap ton of money from the trip. Um, so yeah, like no one really like wanted to push it, push the envelope. I stayed away from that stuff, but it was pretty cool because when we were there, they had the Holland, or like the Netherlands FIFA World Cup game, and in the like the Amsterdam Square, I'll probably show a picture of it. Um, there was 5,000 people all watching the game with like Heinekens in their hands, Heineken beers, because the Heineken factory is like headquartered in Amsterdam. Um, ooh, oh, I'm so going to that. Um, so yeah, everyone was just little tipsy and just really enjoying the game, which was a lot of fun. What did I just pick up? I think I did that. Okay, that was pretty cool. Oh, chicken. Um, and then that was really awesome. We got there towards the end of the game, which kind of sucked, but nonetheless, it was a lot of fun. And for those of you who don't know, um, weed is, or marijuana is legal there, and they had like security, um, oh, to go into like to watch the game. But man, so many people snuck it in, and the place just reeked of marijuana. It was kind of bad. I'm getting kind of worried just because I'm gonna have no idea how to get back to my house, so I'm gonna make my way over there. But nonetheless, that game was so much fun. Ugh, can't even describe. Um, yeah, that was awesome. They ended up beating. Oh, what's the team? Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what the team was. But nonetheless, yeah, they won by 2 goals. Ooh, right there. Okay, I'm gonna grab some more food. That was awesome. And then also something Netherlands, or Amsterdam more specifically, is famous for is the red light district, and something that is also legal in Netherlands is prostitution. Paying for a good time, I guess you could say, or some McLovin. There you go. Um, so they have something famous called the red light district, where it's literally like windowsills with girls in the window with red lights, and they're trying to like attract you to go in and pay for their services. Um, Unfortunately, like there were so many things to do in Amsterdam that I didn't have time to go. Just to like, not to actually like go in one, but to just like see what it's all about, because that's what a lot of people do. Okay. So yeah, it was Amsterdam is just really pretty to walk around in. It's such a peaceful city. It's literally a giant community shoved into like a large area. I'm trying to compare it to like a major city. I guess you can say like Austin, Texas, like that size. It's fairly large. Yeah, but it is awesome, no doubt, no doubt. And it was kind of cool because the place that we're at, there was like the main square where it had like a skate park. So for a while, like I would watch people just like skate, which was pretty cool. And then also, what I would do is go to like the basketball courts where like people were playing like pickup games. That was pretty awesome. And then, um, oof, what can I do for food? Okay. Um, And then what I did for night times is during like the food district area, was also like a 5 minute walk. Um, so we could easily just like grab food and like go to bars and stuff like that, which was really cool. And then, oof, this is probably my craziest night in Amsterdam, or in the whole trip. So we go to like the food, we go to like the food court, I guess you can say, slash bars where they are mostly located for like the tourists. And I see this bartender that he looked like he was on his break. So I asked two of my friends. It was total of 5 people that were with us. I'm like, hey, go ask the guy where we can buy like alcohol for cheap, because everything that the place that we're at was kind of expensive. Um, so all right, so like 7 minutes goes by. I'm like, what are they doing? It's a simple question. Where's cheap alcohol? Point in a direction and then leave. But then, like a minute later, they walk up to us, all of them, and then he's like, "Hey, I work at a bar, like a 5 minute walk, for 3 minute walk from here, and um, the people, the party that was supposed to actually show up and for me to meet didn't arrive. So what I was gonna do is give them a free round of shots, and um, since they're not there, would you guys be interested in coming to the bar that I work at and getting a free round of shots?" So like at that point, we weren't sure what other people were doing, so we're like, hell with it. Let's just go follow the creepy man. No, it wasn't like that. So we like followed them for a little walk. Um, the place was called Chupitos, which means shots in Spanish. And ooh, need more food. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make my way back there. Um, nope. Nighttime. Why am I lagging so bad? Oh, that was a bad idea. Place was called Chupitos. So he gave us like a poker chip, and he's like, "Hey, at the bar, just give this to me, and I'll give you the round of shots." Here, let's turn this. Okay, we should. Oh, okay, perfect. Wow, didn't know why I didn't do that earlier. Um, so we go up to like the security guard, and then the guy like speaks to him in Dutch, and we have no idea what he's saying. But then he lets us in, and thank God, because some of the people that we were with were 17. So we step in, and the place is like a club slash bar. Like people are dancing, but it's not really a full club. Um, so that was kind of nice, just to keep it like low key and not absolutely crazy. Which was, ooh, what can I make with one string? Nothing. Which was kind of nice. So we go up to the bartender and we're like, hey, can we get the round of shots? And the shots that we got were absolutely crazy. Like, I'm an amateur when it comes to like drinking. Um, but okay, so when we redeem our like first free shot, oh my god, they're so much cheap. Um, he like puts down the glasses, pours the alcohol, and then he like sprays this like what it looks like a dog like no squirter that you'd like squirt on like animals or like vegetation outside. And then he gets like a blowtorch and just lights it on fire. And then like 5 seconds later, it like goes out, and then you take the shot. And then he like gave you like an orange, um, like right after it as a chaser, so you don't like taste the bad vodka. Um, and then like we order another one, which was like a tropical shot, which was absolutely amazing. Um, and then as like the night progressed, like it seemed as if like the bartender was hitting on one of our friends, and um, and he ended up giving us 5 free shots. So that was the second shot, or 4 free shots, excuse me. So that was the second shot that we got. The next shot, I have to like use my hands or else I cannot say this. But so it was basically he laid down a bowl and then put a shot glass in it, then put a cup over that shot glass, then poured the alcohol around it, and then oh, excuse me. And then he got a blowtorch and then lit the cup, the large cup that was concealing the shot glass. Then what he would do is, or what would happen is the alcohol gets sucked into the glass, which then he would lift it up and then it would drop into the shot glass, and then you'd quickly take the shot, and then what he did, the bartender, was he cuffed his hand over the glass. So then after you take the shot, you with a straw suck in the vapors of like these like fruits that like were mixed with the alcohol as a chaser, and it was really bizarre. Like at that point, we're just like having a good time. Like we really didn't care, but it was a really bizarre concoction of a drink. And then this next this next one was probably the craziest thing I've ever experienced. Um, so like one of my friends asked like, "Would you mind if like we get like a shot that's like really bizarre?" And then he's like, "Yeah, give me a sec." So then he like walks away for a few seconds, then takes this package, and then like opens it, and then he takes one, and then gives all 5 of us this like little flower like head, like the head of a flower. And like at that point I'm like, oh crap, this is drugs. This is drugs. I'm not taking this. Cause like I knew it wasn't mushrooms because like Amsterdam's kind of famous for that also. Um, but so he's like, all right guys, what you're gonna do is chew this flower, and then when I tell you to, take the shot. So then he goes, he puts it in his mouth, and then I'm like, at that point, if he puts drugs in his mouth, then he's just retarded, and he's not going to do it because he wouldn't put drugs in his mouth because he's working. So I'm like, all right, it has to be like safe. There's no way this is actually drugs. Ooh, this is good to come back to. Um, so I put it in my mouth, I start chewing, and then all of a sudden, like my mouth is like tingling a little. I'm like, at that point, I was like freaking out. So then I take the shot, and then like moments later, like all of a sudden my mouth is like numb, and then I start like as I just kept it just kept getting more numb, kind of like at a dentist office when they're like doing stuff with your teeth. Um, and then all of a sudden I start like drooling, and I look at my friends. I'm like, "What the hell? Can you guys feel your mouth?" And they're like, "No." um, it was absolutely crazy. And then all of a sudden, you started to like drool for it probably went on for like 5 minutes. But then me and my friend Jake, we looked up what the side effects were. The guy told us what it was. It was called the Szechuan button, and the side effects were numbing of the mouth and excessive drooling. So for 5 minutes, just like my 5 friends are literally drooling on the bar. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure I'm lost. No, I'm not. This keeps on happening. I'm lost, but then here's my home. All right. Yeah, it was ridiculous. We were just right by the bar, absolutely like drooling our eyes out. Oh, it was crazy. It was such a weird feeling. Like it's so hard to describe the feeling, but it was very, very cool. And then the last shot that we got, not as exciting, was what I'll actually do is put the Wikipedia page of what the Szechuan button is and does, and you guys can get like a better feel for it, because that thing was crazy. But then the last shot, I'm like, hey Maggie, like one of my friends, I'm like, hey, um, let's get one of the shots that we had before, like the tropical one, which was really good. She's like, all right, all right, and then she goes up to the bar, gets some shot, and then so the bartender like pours it down, and then he gives us like no chaser. Then I take it, I take half of it, and because it's just like my chest is like burning, like it's this drink is impossible to take. I'm like, this is nothing that we've ever had. I'm like, Maggie, what is this? And then she's like, it's a double shot. And like at that point, I was not prepared to like drink that hard of alcohol where it's like worse than a regular shot. Because a regular shot, you can take the shot, that's horrible, but then you can quickly like take lemonade or like a lemon or something. But he gave us none of that, and my chest was absolutely dying. So I'm like, hey, bartender, I forgot his name, but can I have an orange? So I like quickly take the shot, suck on the orange. I don't know how I got that down. Thought I was gonna have like a heart attack. My chest was absolutely killing me. And then we like danced for like an hour and a half, and then probably around like 12:30, we went back to our hotel and just casually just like went to the lobby upstairs, and then like in one of the rooms we just like all chilled, and then just like talked, and it was a good night. um, yeah, that was probably the most fun of nights that I had in Europe by far. But guys, what I'm gonna do is cut this video off here. I'm gonna organize this that I liked the wood at. Um, I possibly might, probably not off camera, do strip mining. What else do I need to do? Gather some animals. Ooh, that would be something good to do in a or in the next couple episodes. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really helps me out. And guys, I'll see you later. Peace.